So talk to me, man. How was your night watching these fights last night?
The night was good. I think it was an excellent show. It was an excellent situation. You know what I'm saying? Big hat, my hat goes off to both fighters. They went in there and put their heart on the line, and it was dope.
Let's start with the undercard. Were you able to watch, Mario Barrios, Lubin? Were you able to watch
Yeah,
those fights?
yeah. Barrio fight was good. The Barrio fight was good. Big shout out to my boy Barrios. He handled his business. He walked Ugas down. And Ugas is, he's I think Ugas is older, right? He's
He's
how old is he
38
now?
years old. Yep.
Yeah. He's 38. I remember, coming back and winning a world title at 38. You know what I'm saying? So
Not easy.
and no, I just remember all of the politics and things that people were saying and things, and I was counted out before I even got in the ring, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I went in there and I made it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I know at that age, it's different. Things don't, shit don't work as like you wanted to work. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. And big shout out to Barrios. He went in there. He had a great opportunity and he handled his business. I
Yep.
like Mario Barrios. Yeah, he dope.
He scored a knockdown with a jab in the second round. Also
Yeah.
dropped him with a nice left hook in the
hmm
seventh. Um, your behalfs on Ugas. Do you believe, just looking at knowing that he has the surgery with the torn retina, being at
Yeah.
the age that he's at, do you feel like he should hang up the gloves now so he could become, still be a great father and be able to use his both of his eyes?
He had a lot of trauma in boxing right now. Let's put it that way. A lot of trauma has been, put on him and he went through, and who am I to say somebody should retire? That's not for me to say. I'm never gonna say that. Fighters are fighters. Fighters know they know what they can endure. They know how far they can go. They know what it takes to be at that level. Especially a guy like him. He's been there. He's been at a high level, so he knows what it takes to sustain a spot at that plateau. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
Um, if I mean, obviously, it's tough to tell somebody, "Hey, you should retire." But no, looking at that performance, do you believe that uh, he could be a welterweight gatekeeper?
I hate to use the word gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? I hate to use the word gatekeeper. He can still campaign at the welterweight division. You know, stay away from the young guys.
Mm,
Ugas, my man. If you hear this, stay away from the young guys. There were guys on your level. There were guys on your level. There were guys that have been through a little bit of trauma, like how you have been through.
right, right. It seemed to me that if they were going 14, 15 rounds, man, like he would have got him out of there for sure.
Yeah, well, luckily those days are over. He haven't been those rounds in a long time. You know what I mean? So
Now, the Erickson Lubin fight, a lot of politics, a lot of people saying that he got an early birthday gift. Um,
yeah.
what's your thoughts on it? Because I mean, I felt like he stole the second half of the fight, and I had him winning round one. I had his jab being way more snappier. Um, what's your thoughts on the fight?
I thought he put on a boxing exhibition. You know what I'm saying? The fight was a lot closer than they had it. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot closer, but hey, listen, man, this is boxing, man. We've seen freaky nights. I've had freaky nights. We've seen freaky nights. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them. So
Hmm. Um, you know, Lubin, but do you believe that that was scored correctly?
it's not for me to say. He won the fight. He's a champion. You know what I'm saying? It went down. He won the fight. The New Yorker. I'm with him.
Yeah, I think it was. I felt like Jesus Ramos and his corner did mention that you're up 6 rounds, and I think
hmm
because they said that, they felt like they didn't need to apply the pressure. Um, continue to apply the pressure.
Yeah.
And I did see Ramos, mention that. And then you had, Cunningham that, was really on point in the corner as well. I love the level changes with the jab.
Mhm.
Erickson's jab was definitely real snappy. Um, this fight, this boxing game is hit and not get hit, and I felt like he showed a lot of glimpses of that in the fight. Now leading up to Erickson Lubin now, and at campaigning at 154 pounds, he did say that he's sick of people calling him a gatekeeper, or I'm not ready to be called a gatekeeper. How do you see him, moving forward with guys like, maybe Terrence Crawford moving into the division at 154 pounds? You got the
Slow it
winner
down.
of Tim Tszyu, and
Slow it down. Slow it down. Stop putting his name in. Just don't throw his name in the hat with people because it's not cool like that. Terrence Crawford is a different kind of individual, a different kind of animal. You know what I'm saying? We got to start putting some respect on his name. You can't just throw his name in the hat. Lubison's 26 years old. He's a young guy. He's a young up-and-coming fighter. I think he won the silver championship last night.
yep,
Go fight Boots. Boots is right there.
but he's 54. And Boots still got some things to do at 47.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I just don't see Terrence. Don't put Terrence Crawford in Lubin's name in the same category. No, not right now. I love Lubin, all that, but not Crawford, not Crawford. I think Crawford would disarm him, take his guns away, and put him on his pockets. That's not a good fight.
Right, right. Um, I also believe that he could possibly, fight the winner of, Tim
Tim Zoo,
Tszyu
Tim Zoo,
and
and
Brian
Lubin.
Mendoza.
Tim Zoo and Lubin are the most lucrative fight at 154 right now for champions. That's the probably the next biggest fight based on what Lubin did last night.
Mm.
100%, 100%, 100%.
What your thoughts on, Mario Barrios possibly fighting a guy like Jerome Boots Ennis?
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. It's a good fight. These are the kind of fights that we want to see now. These guys are putting themselves in the plateau, putting their name in the hat. Gotta mix it up now, bro. You gotta mix it up. You gotta mix it up. So when these fights are, talked about and being made and people comparing them, yeah, guys should leave the arena and and go right back to the gym. Go right back and train because you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about it, when you off the radar and out of nowhere you do a spectacular performance, you throw your name back in the hat, get back in the gym. Start preparing, start getting ready because you performed that night. People watch you. They're getting ready for you. You just won, so you probably gonna go on hiatus, celebrate, celebrate family, friends. You know, these guys are aiming at you. You know what I'm saying? A guy like these guys that won last night, Lupus and those guys, they gotta be prepared now for the top guy. The top guys go, okay, I want him. I want him next. I want that belt. That belt look good around me, better than him. So,
Mm. What's your thoughts of having 101 people on the live and only 8 likes?
oh, you know that everybody go out there right now and smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, pull up for the hottest brunch show talk in the country. You know what I'm saying? Millcityboxing is Zab Judah,
You
the
already
real.
know. The real is here in the building. So now,
We're gonna change our show to called No Cap. This is No Cap show.
the No Cap
No
Show.
the No Cap brunch show. You heard?
Yo, I like
We
that.
the No
I
Cap.
really like that.
I'm telling you, No Cap brunch show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Brunch talk. Yeah, No Cap. This is it. We're gonna keep it 100.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button once again to improve the visibility of the show.
Yeah.
Zap Judah and I ain't gonna talk nothing about boxing, about the main event, if we don't get these likes up, man. We got over
Well, nah. You know
119.
what? We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna still talk about it because it's like our career. Win, lose, or draw. The fans gonna always be there, no matter what. No matter what, they gonna come in and one thing about fans that I love, they pick and choose their time when they wanna. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to give them something to make them go woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. We rocking. One thing about us, they know they're gonna get real over here. This is the No Cap Show. We're gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yo, I love that. We definitely changing that. The no cap show. That shit
The
is
no
fire.
cap show. Yeah, the no cap show.
So, also we had Cormel Moulton scored also
Yeah,
a KO
yeah.
victory as
He
well.
looked he looked good. Man, he came right in there. That he dropped him with a jab. Boom. That was solid. Big shout out to Carmel. You know what I'm saying? Been knowing him as a kid. Watched him grow up in the gym. You know what I'm saying? You know, he looks to be promising. You know what I'm saying? I know one thing about money. Money gonna make sure he's in a situation that's gonna look good for him. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, we will see Carmel on big shows, big opportunities. He got the money man behind him.
Yeah, man. You know, it seemed to me that they were trying to start a rumor saying about Liam Woods was going to be fighting him in his first fight, and that was cap. Actually, that was cap, but it was a good eye opener to know, who is this kid that's
Exactly.
jumping. Yeah,
It made good press.
it
People
made
watched. And
awesome
he
press.
did his thing. Shout out to Carmel. My guy. Word.
Absolutely. So, you know, like go let's talk about the thing that you talk about when we were talking about leading up to the fight.
Right.
The knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
When you warming up in the locker room and the knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed to me you was spot on 100% because when round one came, I mean, even people on the comment section before my last live, they were saying that looking at Jermell in the locker room, it didn't like, yeah, he had a little bit of that mean look that kind of disguised it, but also
Mm-hmm.
was like, yo, is he nervous? And
Listen, let me, and that's why I'm happy to get on here today and talk because not the same situation, but me myself, I had an opportunity of going to 154 pounds. I fought one fight at 154 pounds for the guy by the name of Ryan Davis. We can all go back and watch this fight. He was bigger than me. He was stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? Coming out, when you're taking on things like this, you got to be cautious at how you approach it. One thing I could tell the people, and what we're forgetting is this: Canelo just did the same thing Jermell Charlo did last night. He went up to Bebo. Watch the fight with him and Bebo. He didn't come in there on the. No, he took his time. Why? Because Bebo was stronger than him. Bebo was bigger than him. Bebo came in there and was more. You know what I'm saying? So he had to find his openings, find his places, make sure his defense is tight, not to get too excited because anything can happen. You fighting big opposition, bigger, stronger guys. You get it only takes one shot, bro, and you can go down. So Mel came into me as he came in cautious, he came in smart. You know, it would have been buffoonery for him to jump right into the fight and just toe to toe first round with Canelo and get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? That would be dumb. So what he did was he took his time. I'm pretty sure when he caught the first boom, when he caught the first shot, you watching early when Canelo dumped that right hand, he caught it. You could tell Mel was like, oh shit, okay. This is, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Boom, boom, boom. But he stuck with his game plan, He stuck to using his jab. I like the way he used his double jab. He used combinations at times. And you know what I'm saying? He stayed in the fight no matter what. No matter what, he stayed in the fight. People would have thought he would have ran more. He thought Canelo would have been super, 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 super strong and then made him just run around the ring and running. No, he didn't do that.
yeah, he was still Jermell in there
Yeah, he was still
in some
Jermell.
parts.
He took his time. And it's all about patience. See, anybody that's never been in a ring before, they're gonna say, well, why he ain't fight him? Why he ain't go toe to toe with him? Why he ain't show Lions heart? No, it's not about that, bro. He's stepping up two divisions against a superstar. You're not fighting Joe Blow. You're fighting a superstar. A
And the
person
biggest
that's
puncher at 168 pounds as well.
the biggest puncher, a force to be reckoned with in boxing today. Canelo is a monster. Canelo is a monster. He's known for knocking guys out. He's super strong. He has the chemistry of ending the shit in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? He can end it in 30 seconds. But Mel was smart enough, knew how to keep his distance, knew how to, I was even happy that Mel used his tie-up game. That was dope. jab, 1, 2, 3, and tied him up.
Yeah,
I was
his
like,
tie-up
yes.
game was good.
Tie-up game was great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, Mel used the experience and the skill level that he had to do. The reason why I can contest to his performance, I went up to a higher weight class. I won a title, and I fought one time at 54, and I said I'm never going there again. That's too big. Them guys are too strong, too big. You know, my guy was, and I didn't even go up 2 weight classes. I went up 1 weight class, and that was just too big for me. I mean, already in my career at 47, I was already a little guy anyway. So when I went to 54, that was a super disadvantage. So I won it, I got my ass out of there, and I went back to where I belong at. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Mel for taking a chance, a risk, at stepping up and fighting a bigger and a bigger, stronger guy, trying to make history, trying to do things that people in fighting has never done before. But if you look at it, it's the same thing Canelo just done. He went to light heavyweight. He fought Bivol. Bivol was the more dominant one, the better jab, coming forward, stronger. Canelo did the task and took his ass back to where he belonged at. Hats off to him.
The only thing that I would have to add to that was I felt like, Canelo was there to win when it came down to fighting Bevo. It just was too much range, too much weight. And in this fight this Saturday, yesterday, I
Same
didn't
thing.
see I didn't see Jermell wanting to win this fight. I'm
No,
to be
I
100.
did. I seen him go in there and try to win, but he got in there and he felt something that was different, bro. Canelo's not a punk. Canelo, you know what I'm saying? His at light heavyweight, B-Vault was sharp and everything like that. But Canelo, if you watch how Canelo was throwing them kidneys, you see how he hit him the kidneys? He was hitting them hard as a motherfucker in the kidneys. I was like, wait. I was in the room, Mel. Don't take no more of those. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to keep moving. Try to keep that jab flourishing and moving. You know what I'm saying? I believe anybody else in that situation would have been back to the ground and they would have won 9-8.
Well, I mean, he took a lot of shots in the elbow, a lot of shots in the shoulder. That it don't matter when you getting punched by a power puncher and they land
That's right. You
somewhere
got to
on your
do what you got
body.
to. You got to do what you got to do. That's it. I don't care with nobody. You got to do what you got to do. Until you get your ass in there, somebody in the comment, get your ass in there and pull it off or try it or get anything weird near it. You can't talk about it. You can't talk
Mm.
about it. Me, I had the opportunity of going in my career and doing this. So I know what Mel was up against. I know what I felt, bro. I was like, and I only went up one way. I was like, nah, this is too big. Cause my guy's coming down from this. I'm just making a weight.
Yeah,
Y'all
he's
know me.
coming down from 180.
Right. Y'all know me. I'm a little guy, so I'm just. I didn't even make 54. I didn't even make them 54. But I think I weighed in 150. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even make the whole weight class, but I had skills and I knew how to. I know my way around the ring, so I know how to maneuver and get things done at a different situation. And I think Mel did a great job last night, y'all. He did a great job. He did a great job. And despite what nobody say, Canelo's not no punk. Canelo's not a punk. Canelo is a monster. Big shout out to Canelo. He went in there and handled his business. He did what he had to do. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And that's it.
mm, mm. Um, let's talk about the jitters. I seen the jitters from first two rounds.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. That's normal. That's human. So he showed that he's human. Wow, it's so good. You know what I'm saying? He had jitters. So what? He showed he was human, and I don't think he. To me, he didn't show no signs of fear. He showed signs of I need to be here and not get knocked out. I need to make sure that I can, you
Survive.
know, uh, no, not survive. Finish my mission. Go 12 rounds. Finish my mission. I came here to fight. The fight is a 12-round fight, and I felt like that's what Jermell put in his head and said, I'm going to accomplish this hook or crook. I'm going to accomplish this hook or crook. 12 rounds. And that's what he did.
I
So,
think that
here's what I'm going to tell guys in the future. Besides Crawford, let's see another little guy step up and fight Canelo, and let's see them make it 12 rounds. I guarantee you, sparring partners don't even go 12 rounds with Canelo. I'm
mm,
pretty sure. He's a
mm.
monster. He's a monster. So, like I said again, I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let that. You know what I'm saying?
Did he go down on his shield, Zab?
100%. One night. He took a shot that he felt that, you know what I'm saying? One thing about being in the ring, you know that if you get hit with a shot and the first shot is boom, it rocks you. Whoa, experience tells you with a guy like Canelo, take a knee. Rather than let Canelo come back with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you be knocked out like this cold on the ground. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
experience right there when he did take that knee,
I
for sure.
respect Mel. I respect Mel for that. He got hit with a shot. You know, in the fight when I fought Lucas Matisse. I don't know if you remember or not. Lucas Matisse stepped around my blind side, hit me with a shot. Boom. And he was a devastating hard puncher. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see the other shots coming. I took a knee. I still got to win the fight. I won the fight, but sometimes you gotta be smart. Sometimes you gotta know your way around this ring. You can't just be looking at mano to mano, heart to heart. Oh, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna go toe to toe. Last night, if Mel would have went toe to toe with Canelo from round one, he would have got knocked out. We all know that. So to
Sleepy.
me, he fought the perfect fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as boxing
Slow it
fans
down
love.
with the perfect fight, Zab.
Hold
Slow it
on,
down.
boxing fans love the rock'em sock'em, the rock'em sock'em back in. That's not boxing. That's not skillful boxing. Boxing is to be hit and not be hit. That's boxing. Mel tried to emulate that, you know what I'm saying? But then he also found out he was in there with a devastating, strong, big guy. So now when I'm in there, I gotta make my adjustments in order for me to survive and make it to the next level. He did what he had to do.
Mm, mm.
Everybody go out there right now. We got 247 people in there. Smash that like button. Let's get them likes up, y'all.
Let's
Let's get them
smash that
likes up.
like button. Let's smash the like button, man.
Don't
We
forget
got a
the
lot of
subscribe
people
button.
viewing.
Don't forget the subscribe button. Don't forget the like button.
So, um, this fight kind of showed a lot in Canelo. I mean, we seen that
How he
also.
didn't how he didn't show skills. To make it to the 12th round, that's a skill fighting Canelo. Are you crazy? Come on, guys. Don't do that. Y'all, I know what the fans want to see him go toe to toe with Canelo and be put on his face, and then they've been like, oh, look, he's a bum. No, the man showed smartness. He showed brains. He showed brains. Last night we seen Jermell Mel show brains last night. He said, you know what? Hook or crook, I'm not getting knocked out and I'm going 12 rounds. And that's it. And that's not, and boxers know what I mean. When you're in there with devastating punches and devastating guys, it's not easy to do that. When guys fought Tyson, they had that in their mind. I'm going 12 rounds, but guys didn't make it. Motherfuckers didn't make it. They didn't make it.
And I would have to 100% agree because when you're not in there and you never felt a devastating puncher,
Yeah.
you wouldn't understand. A lot of people looked at it like, he didn't go down on his shield. He, and that's and what it is what you're saying is true. People want to see someone get laid the fuck out.
They want to see people get laid down. And that's why people in the comments say I'm making excuses. I ain't making, y'all know me. I don't make excuses. When have you known me to make excuses?
You
You know what
putting
I'm
yourself
saying?
in his
I'm
shoes.
I'm I'm telling you, yes. In my career, I jumped up weight classes and I fought fighters that was stronger than me, and I had to do what I had to do to make it to 12 rounds. That 54 fight went 12 rounds. I stayed on the outside. I kept moving. Yes, I wasn't inside toe to toe trying to bang out. Fuck no, that's stupid. I would have got knocked out.
Hmm.
I'm not done. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be at times. You gotta be smart, guy. You gotta be smart. If Jermell Charlo didn't put on a smart situation like he put on last night, we would have seen a whole different outcome. A whole different outcome. But for the fact that he used his brains, he made it to the next day, and that's dope.
Now, in this, and for the people that are saying, William, Zab's prediction actually was right. I mean, um, he shows a lot of love for Charlo, but he understood what was in place. Charlo was moving in an uphill battle for this fight.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So, and
That's
if you
right.
don't believe me, you can go check out his prediction. And it wasn't that he was he wanted Mel to win, but he knew exactly what was happening. We
It
talked
was
about
a it
who's the
was a
stronger
tough
puncher, the whole
it
nine.
was a tough task. It was a tough task. We knew going into this fight that it was a mission that what I'm saying, a mission impossible, but it could be done. But in order the way he did it the way he had to do it, guys. He made it to the 12th round, which nobody expected that. A lot of guys didn't expect a little guy like that to come in there, jump 2 weight classes, and make it 12 rounds with one of the most devastating punches in phenoms in boxing. Come on, guys.
Absolutely. We got
Come
over
on.
300 people on the live. Let's get these to 100 likes at least, ladies and gentlemen. If you love boxing, smash the like button. If you respect and love Zab Judah, smash the like button. If you like this channel,
I
please
don't, I
smash
don't,
the like
I
button.
don't know how people say Charlo was disappointing and he made it 12 rounds. Would you rather see him get put on his face? And today be in the hospital and you getting reports from the hospital that he's doing okay or he's not making it or they got him on life support, would that have been better your choice? You would say, oh, he's a dog, he went out on the shield. No, bro, the man did what he had to do to make it to the next day, and I respect people like that. I respect them.
Well, this is what I seen. I'll tell you right now. The first two rounds, I seen a lot of jitters from Jermell Charlo, and I think that while having those jitters, Canelo had the confidence to throw these bombs no matter where it was landed, and
Yeah.
it kind of
Mm,
made him think
mm,
right
mm,
away. Um,
he was, oh man.
it was bad. It was bad. And even if he wasn't landing flush on anything, now we'll talk about actually some of the shots that Canelo landed flush on his face that Jamel stood up for. I think you got to give respect to
Give him
Jamel
a lot of respect.
for that.
Canelo hit, and hit him uppercuts, hooks over the top. Come on, bro. Canelo hit this man 2 weight division higher than him, and he took the shot. He kept it going. He made it 12 rounds. Please, y'all, come on, get a man some credit. Canelo, I'm taking my hat off to Canelo. Canelo's a
You
monster.
have to.
Canelo's a fucking monster, bro. He's a monster. I like Canelo. Canelo grew on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's one of my favorites. Yes, but you gotta also put some respect on Mel's name, y'all. The man went up and did a Mission Impossible. He got it. What did he do different than what Canelo did with Bivol? What was different? He went
I
up,
I, I
tried.
feel
He
like
tried. He tried Mission Impossible. He didn't succeed. He made it to 12 rounds. Now you go back and campaign that where you got to campaign
well,
that. That's it.
there was times that Canelo in the Bevo fight that he was pressing the action, and there was no moment in this fight that
Different,
Charlo
different
pressured him.
level, bro. Different level. You when you
You
catching
wanted me
them
to you asked me, what do I think he did different, and that's where I
right.
seen the difference
Okay,
was,
but when you catching them punches and you boom and that shit moving your whole body, you like, oh shit, wait a minute, I'm not fucking loud. Wait, hell no. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Unless you've been in there, it's hard to explain this shit, y'all. I'm telling you, man, you had to be in there to experience these type of things in order for you to understand fully what I'm speaking about.
And the confidence level. I mean, you have to give it to Canelo. He's been there so many different times that
Yes,
he's
with
there.
different oppositions, all kind of. He fought all kind of guys. You know, he
Yeah,
fought
better guys.
better guys than him. So he knew his way around the ring. Last night, Mel found his way around the ring to make it 12 rounds. The
Right.
question we should be, why not ask this question? How did Canelo let Mel go 12 rounds with
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean,
him?
that is a good question. I mean, my opinion on some of this fights is that he was trying to survive in there. I think after the
You
the
can't
the
try. You
knockdown,
can't try. You can't try. You
he
can't
did.
try.
He did
There you go.
survive.
There you
And
go.
after the shot that he took into the temple, he took the knee, which was a smart idea. But in the same time, taking that knee, as a fighter, Zab, you could take a knee or you could try to clinch.
Hmm.
He was smart. He knew he was down on the cards, and there was no need to just take a fight. He felt uncomfortable. He felt uncomfortable in that position, and he took a knee.
Took
Um,
a name. The
and
mix
that
up, the mix up with Canelo in the middle ring, toe for toe, blow for blow, would have had a different ending. It would have been a different ending to the fight, and and it wouldn't have been in Mel's favor. So I feel like when things are not in your favor, we do as people, as human beings, as humans, we do what we got to do to make it to the next level.
you know, I know that in the same time you are things that Canelo does. And then you're looking at all the great things that Jermell does.
Right.
But in the same time, I have to give credit to guys that, put a different mindset, a different type of effort. Guys like Caleb Plant that came in there, won the first half of the fight and tried to survive. Yeah, he got knocked down, but he was also
Yeah.
trying to win.
Different
He
kind of fight. Caleb Plant is a bigger guy. He's bigger than that. He's bigger. He's a bigger, stronger guy. He used to catching them big boy shots like that. So to Caleb, the shot that Mel was catching and the shot Caleb was catching was two different feelings. Two different feelings.
right,
You got a smaller guy catching a bigger shot. That shit don't feel good. It don't feel good. So when you're doing shit like that, now you got to do what you got to do to make it to the next level. That's it.
right, right.
Caleb Plant is a more rugged, a more bigger guy that was able to go, you know what? So what? I'm standing here, I'm banging out with you. And he got it done like that. You know what I mean? It's a different thing. Caleb Plant, he's another monster. Another monster.
you know, um, in the same time, towards the end of the fight, well, not at the end of the fight, Jamel started pouring on their excuses, talking about, his hand, the layoff. He wish he put on some more pounds. He wish he could have put on more pounds for the rehydration. I feel like all those things in factor wouldn't have made any type of a difference whatsoever because durability is durability. And I felt like
100%.
that was the big thing in this fight is that, Jamel can punch, just like Mayweather says. You could dish it, but can you take it? And in this
100%.
fight, it was a clear indication of that. Um,
But
Now,
taking nothing away from Canelo's performance, from his win, from everything, Canelo looked great. He did exactly what he had to do to be successful. Walk the man down, use good defense. You know what I'm saying? Use his jab through combination, good body shots, good liver shots. Canelo did everything perfect. Canelo did everything perfect.
it,
Big shout out to
it
Canelo Alvarez.
gearing up to the fight, obviously, you seen that Mel was very happy to be there. In the press conference, he said, there's a whole bunch of Mexican fan base. That he mentioned it. He mentioned that Canelo makes this fight lit. He did
100%.
he did shout out to all the American fan base as well, but he's seen that there was three Mexicans per one American fan base that was into the building. Now, that being said, that was the biggest moment of his
Mhm.
career. If you have to be real, that's the biggest moment, the biggest crowd. What does that do to a fighter? And did that make a difference in this fight?
100%. I mean, look at the weigh-in. The weigh-in was they couldn't even have it inside of a building. They had to have it outside. You know what I mean?
And
That's
you
a
know what?
that
Just to stop you real quick, too, Zach, you and I spoke upon it. We're like, yo, there's nobody in Vegas. We're not hearing it, right? But
right,
in reality, they got a whole fan base that we're not necessarily
right,
introduced to.
right,
So,
right. The common guys that we know maybe didn't make it out. You know what I'm saying? But the fan base of Canelo has his own walking fan base, bro. He got his own like cult leadership going on. You know what I'm saying? When he fights, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like having a T-shirt. And he said, "Well, where you gonna sell that at? Are you gonna put that up for Nike or Reebok?" Like, I'm not doing neither. I'm putting it on my website because I have my own fan base. I don't need Nike or Reebok. I have my own fan base, and my people are gonna buy it, and that's what Canelo has.
right. Um, Also, leading up to the post press conference, he mentioned that he's at this stage of his career, he is all about the money, as
Mhm.
as anybody should be at the age of 33. If you're counting the years of wanting, to figure out, hey, I think I got 4 more years into the sport. Um, that being said, he mentioned Terrence Crawford right away. I would like to fight Terrence Crawford. Smart idea when it comes down to, you got all these people here. This is the time to promote myself. But that's also a money fight. Your honest opinion. Is he looking for a bag? Do you think that's or do you believe that that's a fight that he could possibly be able to be victorious, or is it more a competitive fight?
Yeah, it should be more competitive because he'll get to go down, and he just went toe to toe, head to head with a bigger solid puncher. But will it be a different fight? Yeah, cause I think Terrence Crawford is a skillful fighter. He's a very much skillful fighter. He's a throwback. So the fight we watch, I mean, it's crazy to say. The fight we watched last night with Canelo, I think Terrence Crawford and Mel will be a whole totally different fight.
More
Whole
competitive,
total, more competitive, more toe to toe, and
more tactical.
somebody will get knocked out in that fight. 100%, 100%,
Because
hundred.
it's a different mindset.
Different mindset, 100%. Them guys is coming in to lock their ass in the middle of the ring and they're gonna fight. So it's a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? When guys fight bigger guys, you get in there, you get hit a little bit, you're like, whoa, okay, all right, fuck all that. Let me go. I know we just did for 10 weeks, but I gotta change this up right now because what we just practiced on for 10 weeks is not the same thing I'm gonna do right now because it might not end. I might not see 12 rounds. But in that fight with Mel and Crawford, yeah, that's gonna be a different kind of fight, and there will be a knockout in that fight, 100%.
Mm, mm. I like that. I like that. If you guys like that, make sure you guys smash the like button. We got over 325 people on the live. Let's get this up to 200 likes. We got the one and only walking Hall of Famer, Zab Judah, my brother. It's the Mill City Boxing and Zab Judah No Cap Show. You know what I'm
No
saying?
cap, no cap brunch, no cap brunch talk.
No Cap Brunch Talk. Love it. So, this being said, like, what did you like about Canelo in this fight that you was like, I didn't, you haven't seen the last three fights?
I just like his aggressiveness, how he put his combinations together, and also I like Canelo defense. I like how he be, you know what I'm saying? He be doing his thing. I like the way he put it together. 100%. 100%.
Did you when you started seeing that Canelo Álvarez was out jabbing Jermell Charlo, did you feel like, all right, this is probably not going to go so well for Jermell?
No, no. I kind of seen Mel, early, it got hit. And I seen him make an adjustment and he stuck to that.
Mm.
Once he got hit with them big shots like that and he caught him and he said, okay, he made an adjustment and he stuck to that. No matter what people say he was trying to survive or whatever, he made an adjustment and he stuck to it. If he did not stick to his adjustment, we would have seen a different outcome of the fight.
Mm. Shout out to the boy, Mama's boy Dennis Douglas in the live. Shout out to everybody on the live as well, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. You guys could be doing anything. You guys could
Brooklyn.
be going to any channel, but you guys chose to step into this one. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure you smash the like button while coming in and coming out. Um, you know, Terrence has been going off on Twitter,
Mm,
trolling in my behalf.
mm.
Um, he said, now Jermell Charlo's not on my hit list. What you get from that? Do you think he's just playing around? Do you think that this could possibly happen? Because he basically said that it lost interest. He lost interest in the Jermell Charlo fight.
No, I don't think. I think if anything, Mel gained more respect last night. In my book, he gained more respect because he went 12 rounds with a monster. So now coming back down, we can expect something fireworks. One thing we know is he had the durability to make it 12 rounds with top fighters. That's one thing we do know. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, coming down, he might let his hands go more. He might throw more combinations. But like I said, everybody know my stance with Crawford. He's a different animal, different type of monster. He's my number one guy right now, and that's what it is.
I see in this fight right here, I don't really know how to gauge it. I think that, in my opinion, I don't know how to gauge it. I feel like Jamel doesn't need to be at 68, and then also, how do I gauge Canelo's performance for a guy that's really not fighting back?
Yeah. You can't. That's not his comfortability zone. Like he said, once he got in there, he wished that he put on a few more pounds and a few more muscles. Why? Because he was really feeling them fucking shots. He was really feeling it. He was like, wait a minute. this is bigger than I thought it was. I should have gained a little bit more weight. I should have gained a little bit more. So now I'm going back down to his natural size, his natural comfort zone. It might be a little better. It might be a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Did did Jermell ruin the hype for his
No,
brother for the
no,
fight coming up?
no, no, no,
Do you
no.
want to see the Jamal Charlo fight?
And why not? Why not? Why not? Everybody should get a chance. You never know who can do what. We never know. We never know. We never know.
Um, you
And this is
know,
the older brother. So you know what I'm saying? I have twins
storyline is
and
dope.
I have twins and they have different mindsets. The younger one and the older one, they got the same mind, same person, but different mindsets. So maybe the older one now, he's seeing something that he go, okay, I'm gonna prepare a little different for this situation. Maybe I'm gonna put the weight on the proper way now. He gotta, that's a good thing about having a twin. You got an opportunity of watching your twin go through it. So it's almost like a rematch. Is that if that makes sense or not? It's almost like a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Especially for
understand and know.
Canelo. Especially for
But
Canelo. It's like, I'm
right,
looking at
right.
the same dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same dude. You know what I'm saying? So, but now it's gonna probably be if the other twin fight him, it'll be a different mindset and a different preparation set for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that they're both twins. One got a chance to go in there to believe it or not, expose what Canelo has, to expose his power, expose his big things that he's gonna do. So now when the next twin go in there, he know exactly what's getting ready to come. So he can prepare a little bit more better than the other twin did. So yeah, I think it's dope.
A lot of people wanted to compare the twins. A lot of people said
This
that
nigga said I answered like I got to check. I gotta check. What to protect? I got a check to protect. I ain't got no check to protect, but I speak real. What you mean? That's how I
100%.
speak. Like you got. I don't listen. I'm telling you real, bro. I'm telling you real.
And to answer that too is just because it's like people don't understand. They never been
I
in the
give
ring.
Canelo. I give Canelo all the credit. What are you talking about? I just said Canelo's a monster. He's a monster. He went in there and did. Yo, he got his. He got his things done. Mel, listen to me. Y'all don't fight. It's hard to knock out somebody that's not trying to get knocked out, bro. It's very hard. Very hard. Go outside and get in a street fight. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. Now when a dude walk through, he's willing to get knocked out, you might get accomplish it. When a motherfucker's slick and he moving, he's catching, and in his mind is, I'm not going down, I'm not going down, I'm not going down, I'm not going down. It's very hard to do it. Very hard to do it.
Yeah,
Fighters on here, Dennis Douglas, all these guys, they can contest to everything that I'm saying.
yeah. I
Dennis is
remember
Dennis is
interviewing
Dennis.
Dennis.
Wait a minute, Dennis is in there every day with Benavidez right now, and I promise you, his mindset is I'm not getting knocked out. I don't give a f
Well, he
what this
fought. He
dude
fought
did.
them Benavidez. He fought him.
I know, but his mindset right now, I don't care what this dude do, how active he been, how strong he's been, how much of a monster he is. I'm going to give him good work, and I'm going to stand on my own too and make it the distance, and it gets it done. So come on, guys, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Unless you a fighter and you've been in the ring, can't make past judgments on what happened last night, bro. As fight fans, you want to see a knockout. You rather see Jermell Charlo stand there toe to toe, toe to toe, swing out with Canelo, chin in the air, and boop. Then you be like, oh, look, he's a bomb. I told you. I know it. I know it. No, bro, it don't go like that. Bullshit. He
And
did what
and
he look. Dennis is laughing because Dennis knows exactly what I'm saying. It's real, bro. Dennis, Dennis watched me. I knew Dennis from a kid. He been around me his whole career, his whole everything. He know I don't cap. I don't do no capping. I ain't doing none of that. I call it ace, a spade a spade. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
and it was a good interview that I did with Dennis because he's been in the ring with both of them. I remember he sparred Canelo Alvarez, and for the people that don't know Dennis Douglas, his mom trains him, and he told me he's like, yo, he got hit with some shots with Canelo. He's like, mommy, he goes, ma, if I get hit with one of them shits again, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you that this when it's devastating punches in there, we can't be
Right?
just talking out of our asses here, man. We just
We can't
can't be
just
doing
talk.
it.
I'm talking about fighters that that know fighting. Then it's a spar, bigger, light heavyweight, bigger, stronger guy. He was in there like, oh shit, wait a minute. I'm not getting ready to go toe to toe with homie. I'm not doing that. Or else I'm gonna be on my fucking pockets somewhere looking up at the stars and everybody gonna be laughing at me. You know what I mean? So you're gonna do exactly what you gotta do to make it to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Hundred
now
percent.
in a fan's perspective, right? We got to keep it 100 here now, right? Now, a lot of people paid $80 for it, you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
and without you looking at it as a fighter, right? Without it, $80, does this type of performance kind of mess up boxing? When we see guys jumping up weight classes and not really going down with on their shield.
No, I think that rightfully respected, it'll put the numbers back into perspective because now they know at another situation like this, they probably can't charge that same amount of money again going forward because people might not pay it. You might get less views because people are like, I ain't paying that money to watch that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now you got to put it back in retrospect. You know what I'm saying? So, far as for business, that could have hurt. The fight could have hurt business last night. Yeah, that's a true statement. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, how much of a difference can we see Jamal uh in the fight with Canelo, because he's normally a 160 pounder, so he's jumping up basically one weight class, but it's also 8 pounds, which a lot of people don't really look at. That 8 pounds is a lot. Uh, does he make a difference in the fight? And then also, in your behalf, some people are saying that Jermell is the better boxer, but then a lot of people were saying Jamal's the better boxer. Jamal's also undefeated. Um, what do you think in that retrospective when it comes to that?
No matter what, they had an opportunity at stepping in the ring with Canelo. Whether it was that brother or this brother, they fought Canelo. Why? He can go back home with his twin and share the experience. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. He gonna do this. He hit hard this. He did gain this weight, gain this much, do this, work on this, work on that. So in all retrospect, that's great. Fighters, we don't have like I can't call a fighter that fought Mayweather before and have him come sit down with me and tell me the real, yo, bro, look out for this, look out for that, look out for this, look out because we not, you know what I'm saying? Fighters going, yo, just but that's his brother, his twin brother. He gonna sit down with him and go through the whole shit. It's almost like the brother, other twin was in there too, where his brother gonna explain it to him and they're gonna prepare for the next one if it does happen. So that's an advantage that Jamal has. I mean, Jermell has. Mel Mall, one of them. I keep mixing up, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the advantage the other twin has right now. The brother went in there, he fought him, so he can come and sit down with him and share the experience about your bro. Watch out for this. Watch the hook. Watch the right hand. Watch the kidney shots. This that. The pressure. This that. He did strong. I did this. You should do this. Gain this much weight. Put yourself in this position. He has the experience in the same household, which makes a difference. You get it?
Yep, 100%. Mama's boy goes and says, Dennis Duggan goes and says, leave them Charlo brothers alone. Benavidez next. Easy for you to say. You in camp with them right now,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Big shout out to my guy, David Benavidez, a monster. He is the Mexican monster. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Benavidez, if he was when he do fight Canelo, there will be no filling out process. There will be none of that. He's a big, strong guy. He's gonna be toe to toe out the gate because that's what he do. That's what he knows. That's how he give it up.
100%, 100%. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Let's get this to 200 likes. We got over 333 people on the live. Um, so tell me, some Mexican legends out there are saying that if Canelo defeats David Benavidez, he is the Mexican GOAT. What do you think about that?
100. Yes. If he can accomplish that task, yes. I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think so. I'm going with Benavidez from now. Fighting even fucking man. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. That's my brother. He get busy. He's different. He's different. You know what I'm saying? He's different. He's watch. Watch his next fight coming up with Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? To me, Boo Boo had a long layoff, a long situation, and he's probably never seen nothing like David Benavidez. Watch.
You know,
If
in the
Boo Boo,
comments.
Wait a minute. Is Boo Boo coming to lay down? Is Boo Boo gonna put on a Boo Boo performance? No. He gonna fight. One thing about it, he got heart. He gonna. If anything, I see Boo Boo going out on his shield. Now
You do.
I see him going out on his shield.
He ain't on
Word
his
up.
bike.
Nah, he ain't on his bike. Somebody gonna sleep in that fight.
Really?
I'm talking night night.
I don't see David going to sleep. I'll tell you that much.
No, me either. Of course not.
Too big, and that fighter alone, that big, throwing that many punches is kind of scary just to think about. You know,
He's fast. He's aggressive. I think the aggressiveness period is just gonna
overwhelming.
overset him and put him in a different situation. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
100%.
Shout out to Thomas Morris. Thank you for the 5 piece. Uh, Morel versus loser of Benavidez versus Andre. What you think about David Morel,
David Morrell fight who?
the winner of Andre versus Benavidez?
Let that happen. Let that fight happen first. Let's watch. Let's let the let's let the spectacular performance reveal itself first, and then we'll go from there. We can't make a You can't make a decision. That's like somebody making a decision on what's going to happen with the other twin before that fight happened. You can't.
Hmm.
You can't do that. You got to wait and see. That's like last night. We had to wait and see what Canelo did to assess what would happen if he fought Crawford. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait and see how is the fight going to play out in order for us to assess how he gonna, what I'm saying, deal with the next guy.
So, leading up to Jamal, now that we're talking about him, he has a fight supposedly lined up with Jose Benavidez on that card. Now, does he have to come? What type of performance does he have to come out with? Because it seems like if he doesn't come in with a great one, it's gonna jeopardize the fight with him and Canelo. What do you think?
Yeah, he definitely got to look spectacular. He definitely got to look like the pedigree and the guy that we want to see to face Canelo. If he come in there and he looks spectacular and he gets the job done, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, people gonna definitely campaign and push for, what I'm saying, the fight with him and Canelo, 100%. But if he come in there and he looks so and it's not worth it, then no, nobody's gonna uh,
Right, right.
break the break the bank to put on that fight.
100%. Leading on to what Mama's boy Dennis Douglas comment here, I have a lot of agreements to this comment, but then
I,
also it's
I
hard to
can't see
say.
it.
I'm gonna read it out. It's I hate seeing boxers making millions fighting to survive and not going out their shield. And this is a good one for you to answer, because you would never like that. You
Yeah.
was there. You was on some Brooklyn shit every time you stepped into the ring.
Hmm.
Speak a little bit upon that, but then it's kind of tough to touch on because we've seen guys die in the ring. We've seen guys
Yeah.
never really return the same in the ring.
Yeah. Mom and boy good. Mom and boy know, man. When you in there with them 8 ounce, 10 ounce gloves, and you taking one of them flesh shots, or even catch. People don't know you can gain a lot of respect from person from just catching they punch and they dropping. You like, oh shit! Wait a minute,
Especially coming back with a counter. If you can come
that
back with a
was
counter, you're different.
yeah, that was people catch punches and they put in their mind like, wait a minute, this is different. This is different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro.
Jose Benavidez to fight Jamal Charlo. His last fight was at 160 pounds. Hasn't fought at 165 60 pounds before. Um, what do you see in that matchup with him and Jamal?
Yeah, Benavidez is stepping up. Benavidez, he has the makeup and the capability, and he's around a monster. He's around. He has all of the. His father's a great trainer. His father knows he knows the game. His brother's a monster. He just got to step it up. He got to step it up, put his big boy drawers on, and go in there and perform to the best of his ability.
Mm.
Jose Benavidez, my guy. That's my guy right there.
Now, for the big one, Zab, uh, Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. I
Mhm.
mean, Crawford's been really, really, really on Twitter, trying to get this fight to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Crawford has the skills. Yes, Crawford has the meanness. Yes, he
Uh-huh.
has some power. But is that power would affect a guy like Canelo Alvarez with the beard that Canelo Alvarez possesses?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Crawford, he possesses a good skill level. You know what I'm saying? His 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 kryptonite would be the size. Size would be, anything in that fight would be the size. The size barrier would be the kryptonite in the Crawford fight if anything should happen. You know what I'm saying? Go the other way, 100%. But
Um,
like I said, what I love is that fighters today are taking chances.
right.
Guys are taking chances, bro. It started back with, Devin. Devin went to Australia. That was taking a chance to 2 times to go get the undisputed champion of the world. These guys last night, that's taking a chance, moving up, doing the unexpected. Canelo, he did the unexpected. He went to light heavyweight and tried to dethrone the light heavyweight. That's you gotta take your hat up to Canelo for that. That's putting your big boy drawers on. You know what I'm saying? You put his big boy drawers on and said, "I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and do the impossible and try to get it done." And he was this close. So
And
we got to take our hat up to him.
and the clinch says, "I'll take a chance for 20 mil until you get hit with that John." You
Yeah, until you get hit, and then you look around and see the white light. You see the white light, and the next thing you know, doctors are pumping on your chest and all that. Then you're like, was it worth it? It's one thing to make the 20 mil, another thing to make the 20 mil and can't spend it.
and can't spend it. Correct.
Mm.
You definitely right about that. I mean, um,
Canelo's one of them guys. You fuck around and go in there toe to toe with him, you're gonna find yourself on your pocket. And even Crawford. Crawford's not. I say Crawford's a skillful fighter. He's not dumb. He's not coming in there trying to go toe to toe with no goddamn Canelo. He ain't crazy like that. You gotta use skills. You gotta box. You gotta use skills in that fight. If anybody's stepping up to fight Canelo, you have to use skills. He is a monster. You better put some respect on his name, or you will be on your goddamn pockets. The boy is no joke.
I
Word.
like I like the fight because I understand some of the skills that Crawford possesses, but in the
Yeah.
same time, we do possess, the skills that Canelo has is definitely underrated. A lot of people saying, he's flat footed, but he's a flat footed guy that knows how to cut the ring off. So
Yep.
it kind
Yep.
of takes
Yep.
away that disadvantage, and he kind of
Crawford,
neutralizes.
listen. It's crazy. It's backwards. Canelo knocks out Crawford is expected. Crawford beating Canelo is astronomical. You
Correct.
see what I'm saying? You see the goal here? The goal for Crawford is like, what? What? I'm going up. Why? I believe in my skills. I believe in, after what he did to Errol Spence was another big guy. We gotta put some respect on his name, and if the man say he can accomplish it and get it done, you gotta believe it. Because nobody thought he would have did what he did to Errol Spence. Nobody thought that. Nobody thought that.
And the same exact thing of what you're saying is the reason why Canelo is not necessarily entertained to want to fight Crawford, because he doesn't believe he'll get his just dues if he fights Crawford. Just like how
Right,
he mentioned, it's like Crawford fighting Tank. Crawford's not going to get his just dues
right,
on that fight.
right.
So, but for fight fans, and if you know what you're watching, um, you could see an amazing fight, leading on
Amazing fight.
to whatever happens in the fight.
An amazing fight. Amazing fight. Amazing.
Oh,
I mean, personally, y'all know I love Crawford, but I don't think Crawford could knock out Canelo. No, I don't think that. I would never put, I would never say it on my mouth, Crawford gonna knock him out. No, no, no. I don't see that. If it happens, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. Do I think Crawford could win the fight? Yes. Knock Canelo out? No, I don't see that.
because in that fight, I mean, what is he gonna hydrate at? I mean, he walks around at probably 170.
Yeah, Crawford always is very toned, in shape. Every time you see, I've never seen Crawford out of shape, fat, sloppy. Never, never, never. There's fighters we know, see them In a fight, it looked great. After a fight, you're like, what? How you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like I have seen fighters be like, how did you do that? How did you? That's different right there. You know what I mean? So, hey,
There's weight classes for a reason, but then you got special fighters, great fighters, and good fighters.
say it again. Special fighters. That's you. You couldn't have said it no better, Mills. You have special fighters that can step up to oppositions and accomplish missions that regular people can't do. They got superheroes out there with capes on their back that can go in there and accomplish things that regular people can't do. Come
Right.
on, come on.
And we get that type of talent. I want to say once every decade or once every 2 decades, to be honest.
100%.
Um, what and when you talk about last night, the whole boxing industry. If you lived in Vegas, you was in the building. If
Yep.
you um was just a boxer, you wanted to be in the building.
hmm
Um, in this fight, does Canelo get his just dues?
Oh, for this fight? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 100%, hundred
100%.
percent. What do you mean, like 40 million or some shit? Yeah, Monday when he deposited his check. I mean, but he already got a bunch of millions anyway. So you know
Right.
what I'm saying. But yeah, is he gonna get his just dues? Hell yeah, hell yeah.
But what I mean is like, they're gonna say, hey, you fought a smaller man.
No, 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 no. He fought the opposition that was put in front of him. That's all he did. Canelo didn't pay. Canelo said, I fight who they put in front of me. They paid me big money to fight this guy. I'm gonna fight him. Why not? Why not? And I'm gonna do my thing.
You're Oh, you went black. Come out and come back in, Zeb.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Make sure you guys smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got over three. We've been having over 300 people on the live for an hour now, and we need to get 200 likes, man. Smash the like button, man. This is Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, and we got Zab Judah in the building. Special collab, no cap needed. So tell me, man. This fight was kind of very much of what we expected. Um, we got this Boo Boo Andres and Benavidez fight coming up. Um, what do you think about the fight in your eyes? You know, you said that someone's going to sleep. You know that David Benavidez is not going to sleep.
I don't know that. I didn't say that. I didn't say Benavidez is gonna sleep.
Hmm.
I just think that the layoff and everything that Boo Boo's been through, yes, he has a but then again, Boo Boo's a very rugged, tough guy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give him some credit too with his name. He's a rugged tough guy. He's not gonna come to lay down. I think that if a lay down happens, Benavidez is gonna put him down. But that's just the type of dynamite fighter David Benavidez is.
8 pounds moving up. I mean, his last fight was at his first basically debut at 168 pounds was on the Gervonta Davis versus Hector Garcia fight.
Mhm.
This was in June. Um, he basically Damon Nicholson is a guy that is kind of I don't want to say a gatekeeper, but I also don't want to say he's a top 10 guy at 168 pounds. He had trouble with him. Obviously, before that, he had even a longer layoff. Um, Talk to me, Boo Boo. Boo Boo looks good right now. He cut his hair. He's staying in the gym. Um, you know what type of chances do you give Boo Boo for this fight?
Um, you know, on a comeback fight like this with with Benavidez, you know, his margin is very slim. You know what I'm saying? Because he's fighting that. Maybe he might not know yet, but he's fighting an animal, bro. Watch what I tell you when he come in. He never seen this many. And and I know Boo Boo's a good friend of mine. He's never fought nobody that throws as many punches as David Benavidez. He's never seen it. He never fought anybody as big as David Benavidez. He never fought anybody uh, that's gonna be aggressive David Benavidez is gonna be. David is a very big, aggressive, strong guy. He
Mm.
come in like they say in the hood. He with the shits. He with the shits. I ain't gonna lie, no cap. He with
He
the
definitely
shits.
is. He definitely is. Um, you know, when it came down to this fight, that everyone's just talking about with the two Mexicans, with David and Canelo. You favor David, but what are the like percentage wise? How much do you favor David in that fight?
A lot. A big margin favor. And I don't want to seem like I'm against Canelo or I don't like. I like Canelo. Y'all even know. Myself. I put out a golf game challenge to Canelo. You know what? We play golf. Canelo plays golf. I play golf. I challenged Canelo to an 18-hole golf game. You know what I'm saying? So, So it's not like I don't like Canelo. I like Canelo. I just think that, the oppositions of certain fights that he going to, you know, you know, it could be a little bit dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what nobody says about Canelo, because what I say, what anybody else say, it doesn't matter. Canelo has been proven to the world that he is the greatest. And he's been doing a great job at it. So no matter what, he shuts Zab Judah up, he shuts everybody up. You know what I'm saying? So now, hey, I'm just going on what I know. Younger, stronger, more aggressive, David Benavidez.
Mm,
100%.
mm,
He has the makeup and the make to dethrone a Canelo Alvarez 100%. And the good thing is that the title is being passed from a Mexican brother to another Mexican brother.
right,
They
right.
got it. They got it. You know what I'm saying? Big love to them. You know what I'm saying? Big love to them.
Uh, Another big shout out to Thomas Morris, another 5 piece. Appreciate you, my man. Big fan. Uh, he can beat Canelo, but I hate how people think it will be easy. Mm. We're
No,
talking about
no
David
fight.
Benavidez.
No fight is easy. I never said easy. Don't put that in my mouth. I ain't never say that. Nobody fighting. No fighter fighting another fighter is an easy fight because it takes one punch.
Mm.
One punch. One punch. One punch. Let me ask you a question, Mills. Do you
Talk to him.
think? Do you think Mel hurt or stunned Canelo last night? With anything that he hit him with?
No,
You don't think so? Okay.
no. I think when you get hit with that shit and you're like, "Oh, I want to get it back." I felt like that was the the mindset of Canelo. You
Right.
did not see Canelo take a step. When you get hit
No,
with
he didn't.
something, your head will completely turn and you take that step back. The step was never there. The step wasn't there, and there was no clinching, none of that. What do you believe? You believe he
Somebody
felt
said,
he felt
I'm
something?
praising Canelo. Is flat out cat. Praising who?
Um,
Charlo? How am I praising Charlo?
but talk to me. That question right back to you. Do you believe that Canelo got stunned at all in the fight?
No, no,
All
no,
right, cool, cool.
no. I don't think so.
BLK heavyweight. Thank you for the $10. Hey Zab, no one
Yes,
wants to pay $90 to call fighters. Uh, not to a fight. Charlo didn't fight. Didn't fight. He just ran around the ring. I'll never pay for another Charlo fight. See, that's kind of tough to say towards the end. I understand what you're saying from the beginning, but damn, he took a big task to fight a
big
guy.
task, bro. Big task. Big task.
Let me.
Cause a lot of these
You know
guys
what
is
I liked in
making
the
it. A
beginning?
lot
What
of
the
guys.
what the
A lot of guys.
broadcasters were saying.
What?
Canelo is punching power, and every weight class he stepped into was devastating. Every single one.
Mm,
So we can't just your demeanor is gonna change in there with a guy like that. But sorry to stop you, Zab. What were you trying to say?
I just forgot. It just went out my
I gotta stop
head.
doing that. I gotta stop doing that with you because you will forget. Um,
Yeah, you know that.
but nevertheless, Char- Charlo was scared of Ginger's power. What you think about that?
Charlo was scared of what?
Ginger's power. They're saying Canelo.
Oh, Ginger. Why they call him Ginger? What the hell is that? I'm not calling that man no Ginger.
It's actually cinnamon. Canelo in Spanish is cinnamon, but he said
Oh, okay.
ginger.
See, I don't. Okay, I don't speak Spanish. I don't know. But listen, man. Canelo went in there. He did what he had to do. He pulled it off. He is Canelo Alvarez. He's still a monster. He's still a force to be reckoned with. His career sells higher, higher. Mel, Mel's gonna go back to his original weight class. He's still a champion. Y'all can't forget this now.
He
The
still
man is
holds
still
3 belts at
He's
154 pounds.
still the man is still the champion at the weight class. So no matter what y'all say, y'all might not pay or might not want to see. If a great fight comes up with Mel and someone else that's worth it, yeah, we're gonna watch it again. This is boxing, bro. This is boxing. For a man to step up and try to do something astronomical, it was great. That was great.
Um, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Mel has a lot of fight in him. He's only 33 years old.
You
Um,
say, well, now we hating on Mel. Can we cut the comments off?
man, you can't.
Like,
Sometimes,
yeah.
sometimes that you they're
First I'm
talking.
hating on First I'm hating on Canelo. Now I'm hating on Mel. Now what are you talking about, bro? I'm telling you what I assess last
So let me tell you something, Zab. I used to always get into the comments like that, and I used to be thinking that they're always talking about me. But sometimes they're talking within the chat as well.
night.
So
Okay.
they might be calling the chat like, "Oh, yo, the chat's hating on Mel," type deal, just
Okay.
to give you the heads up on it.
Okay. Okay.
If they say Zab and Mills is hating on it, then we gotta kind of like go crazy on it.
Yeah, you don't hate on people. Not fighters. I'm a pugilist, guys. I'm for the fighters first. I'm here all for the fighters first.
See, look what he said. Look what he said. I was right. No, not you. The comments.
Sorry.
You good? You good? You good? Thomas Morris, thank you for the $2. It's Canelo's power can carry up. Why not Bud the same? What do you think about that?
Yeah, that I keep telling y'all. I think that the Bud and Canelo fight is gonna be a way more interesting fight than a fight we seen last night. 100%, 100%. Different kind of heart, different kind of skills, different kind of levels. See, remember this. What happened last night gave any little fighter moving up to fight Canelo a situation to know, put the weight on, get stronger, get bigger. Don't come in there and make the same mistake that Mel told us about in the end. He wished he would have did this. He wished he would have did that. He wish these guys going forward, they're gonna make sure those T's are crossed and I's are dotted if they are able to step in the ring with Canelo.
Right, 100%, 100%. Um, do you think when it comes down to Terrence, you think that he needs to, because leading up to what Roy Jones said, he would like Crawford to step into 154 pounds first
Mhm.
before stepping in there with a guy like Canelo at 168 pounds. What do you believe in Roy Jones' thoughts on that? Does it make sense? I think it makes sense.
Yeah. It makes sense for wait. Say it again.
So Roy Jones, he was asked, "What do you think about Canelo Alvarez fighting Terrence Crawford?" And he says, "I would like to see him fight Jermell Charlo first at 154 pounds. Step into 154 pound one weight class before you jump into two, because that's a three weight class jump."
Well, my thing is this: if you're doing an astronomical, if you trying to shock the world and do the astronomical and put the Superman cape on your back, and you're doing it, I think the fight from the fight that goes straight for Canelo is that's the situation you do. Not why go in there and put on. People don't understand the preparation and the energy and the exhaustion that it takes to prepare for a fighter. At minimum, it's 10 weeks. So at minimum, 10 weeks, I'm in training camp, nonstop, busting my ass. Then I go in there and you fight a fight. Some fights take a lot out of you more than other fights. Why go in there and give that to something else or somebody else when it don't make sense? I'd rather jump right in there and go for the task at hand, shoot for the stars, you're gonna land somewhere in the galaxy. You hear me?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do it that way. And now once you do the astronomical, you do the unbelievable, the unthinkable, it's more easier to come back. It's more easier to come back and you know, because I just did what people didn't think I could do. I went to space. To come back to Earth and have a show here, this is normal. This is natural. You know what I'm saying? But to go to space and have a show, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Got to put yourself in that kind of situation.
What kind of percentage do you give Crawford fighting? And who do you lean towards as well?
I mean, for the size wise, you got to go with Canelo, but you got to give Crawford. You got to give Crawford a 50% shot. I give him 50-50.
Due
I give
to
him
the
50 because
skills.
due to the skills. One thing about me, I know about boxing, skills is different. Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Mike Tyson. Mike was knocking out dudes way bigger than him. Pockets. He was only what? Remember, Mike was 210, 215. He was putting dudes 230, 260 on their pockets,
Mhm.
finishing them night, first round. So, can it happen? Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, it can happen.
Now, you know, that being said, do you believe that Crawford possesses more skills than Canelo Alvarez?
Yes, I think Crawford has showed a different. Canelo has showed us come forward. He has good defense. He's a very powerful puncher. You know what I'm saying? For the opposition that he's been in with, he's been dominant. He's been dominant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna leave it on that one. I leave that 50-50. They both 50-50 because they both done in their careers the unthinkable. Crawford had done some things and showed a skill set in his level that was astronomical, and Canelo has showed a skill set and a step up, and with his defense, he came a long way from the Mayweather fight to now. A long way. Long way from the redhead kid that first started. Remember the redhead kid? He's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Before he was very basic. Now, he drops his hands, he walked the guys. He has one thing about Canelo you gotta respect. He has the power to end that shit in 3 seconds. 3 seconds, cancel Christmas. I'm telling you, he got that. He got that part.
Tell me, I know I'm kind of like wandering off on this question, but when it comes down to Canelo and say,
Mhm.
maybe 5 years ago, if he got the fight with Mayweather at 160 pounds,
Mhm.
does that make a difference in the outcome of the fight?
Floyd would have never jumped up and did that. Never. One thing about Floyd that I know, he's always gonna put himself in the best advantage situation that he can. You never seen Floyd disadvantage himself to fight nobody. We never seen that.
Mm.
He's always put himself in a favorable position to go in there against the opposition.
He's straight business and will never put
Straight,
his.
straight business. Straight business. You gotta take a hat off to Floyd for that. Floyd's not doing that. You would never see Floyd step up and fight Roy Jones. Never. You can forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just saying. Roy was 116, but no, you'll never see that. You'd have never seen that. He would have popped shit with him. They'd have went back and forth, but to really get in there, no, he ain't doing that. I wouldn't have did. I mean, I went to 54, and once I experienced my one time, I never went back to the shit. It was too much. It's too much. But when you're disadvantaged. You know where you're disadvantaged. That you know it as a person. Every human being on here right now knows their disadvantage. They know a situation where, oh, I'm not doing that. I can't accomplish that. I can't win that. I can't even do great at that. So I'm not gonna do that.
Now, a fight that never really happened for Mel or Maul was Triple G. Triple
Mhm.
G was willing to take, he was able to take Canelo's punches. He
Mhm.
also has a big punch himself.
Mhm.
Um, in your mindset, do you think that fight would ever happen? And if so, who would you favor?
What fight?
Jermell and Triple G, because Triple G is a high commodity when it comes to payday. He has a big crowd,
Now
and
wait a minute. Does Triple G still fight?
he still fights. I've talked to his promoter. He has a great. Remember, his last fight was with Canelo.
Yeah, that was how long ago?
That was the fight after John Ryder.
How long ago was
So
that?
last year.
Oh, so and we haven't seen him since then, right?
We haven't seen him since then, but this is the same thing that we're talking about with Jermell. Jermell had a 16
Right,
month layoff.
right. So now you will see. So Triple G and Mel. I think that's a great fight. That's a great fight. That puts on. That's a great fight. That's a great fight with two great individuals. One thing about Triple G, he got donkey. He got donkey in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Any second, Triple G can end some shit. We know that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but with Mel having experience now of going at 12 rounds with Canelo, it makes a difference now because now he has the heart level in the situation to come back down and fight he fighting a guy more or less on his level now. You know what I'm saying? He already went ahead 12 rounds with the biggest puncher in boxing.
Right.
Well, not in boxing, but one of the most dynamic fighters in boxing.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I think it's a
Because
great. I think that's a great fight.
Because Bivol and I'll probably say the most devastating puncher in boxing right now probably was Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
100%. Nobody can take that away from him.
yeah. There's no him or Arthur Better Beef, but you're probably right. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
and better V don't got one punch knockouts like Wilder got. Wilder got some shit.
he got the
Remember
Nyquil. He got the
he hit
Nyquil.
he God save Fury. God. You
Well,
know what I'm
Fury's
saying?
different. Fury's the Undertaker.
No, but look how big he was and Wilder hit with a boom, one shot. He was done, bro. He was done. God came and said, "Nope, you get up." You know what I'm saying? So that right there was different. But you know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder has different kind of power. Different kind of power.
Um, you know my and Bud and Triple G. That's
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
because
That's
you
an
gotta
excellent.
have measurement sticks when it
Yeah,
comes to build
but
up a
then,
Bud and
but
Canelo
at
fight.
what fight? At what fight? I mean, at what weight?
60.
160. It's a good fight. That's a good fight. I give GGG the power, but I don't think he has the skill set to beat Terrence Crawford. No,
And he's aging out. He's had a lot of
he's
wars. His
yeah,
style, his
he's
style,
older.
it
It,
breaks you down.
yeah. I don't. But yeah, I don't think that he has the skill set to go with Crawford. No. Do he have
Mhm.
the punching power? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Can he hit Crawford and probably get him? Yeah, probably can. But I think Crawford has great defense. He has great defense, great fundamentals, great counter punching, great ring generalship.
It's
And
just that
he's
we spoke upon this before. This is why boxing's so beautiful is that your defense is lit when it comes to the 147 division because you can
mhm,
catch your punch and you can
right.
be able to absorb it. But when
But it
it
makes it
comes down,
to 168. Yeah, it's a difference. Yeah, you're right. And that's
because
what, and I think that's what Mel discovered last night. When Mel quote was catching them shots, he was like, "Wait a minute, this shit is not the same as catching those 154 pounds. This is different. This is a whole. It's not a 160 pounder catch. You know what I'm saying? It's a
right.
whole different kind of fight here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Because if you look at, like, for instance, Caleb Plant's defense, right? It's footwork defense. It's not catch and punches defense. It just
I I got one for you. Caleb Plant and GGG. I think that'd be a phenomenal fight.
because you don't know what's gonna happen.
That would be a phenomenal fight.
Because
That
Caleb
would
Plant don't
be
got. I don't think Caleb Plant got the power to knock him out for sure.
that would be a phenomenal fight. Steve Espinoza, somebody call Steven and tell him GGG.
That's the matchup right there.
That's big right there. GGG and my boy Caleb Plant. That might be a good fight. That would be a ooh. and that's good right there. I like the way that sounds.
At this point in time in certain fighters' careers, especially when they're looking on their way out, guys like I remember interviewing Keith Thurman. He told me he's like, I don't care for the pound for pound. He's like, when I was coming up in boxing, yeah, pound for pound list was something. When you get older, you're looking for
Uh,
paydays and you're looking for real
uh,
legacy.
it depends. Once you make the board, then you really don't care no more. But if you never made the board, no, you're always gonna be looking like, well, my name ain't up there. Especially if you're a great fighter, quote unquote great fighter. You know, you're gonna always want your name on that board.
So I like that you said that. I like that you said that because yeah, I like that you said that. Now, because you just said great fighter, so it's different.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what would motivate Canelo Alvarez to fight a guy like Terrence Crawford? And do you believe is that the biggest fight in boxing right now?
I don't think it's the biggest fight in boxing.
What's the
It's
biggest
one
fight in boxing then?
the biggest fight in boxing will probably be the little guys, Tank and because it's gonna bring they're gonna bring heavyweight shit out like Tank and Haney and Shakur, Shakur and
Haney
Tank
and
like
Shakur ain't big yet.
yeah but Haney and Tank is definitely that
Haney
would
and Tank, Shakur and Tank.
motherfuckers going to Dior, they going to Gucci, they going to Louis to buy an outfit, they call in Vegas to get the flights, to get the
They
room.
calling all the side chicks. Yo,
They
you
doing
pulling up
all
or
that.
what?
Yes, they doing all that. That kind of fight right there is definitely some shit that people want to see. 100%.
Mm.
100%. I think let me tell you something. I think even the Crawford and Mel fight, that'll bring a lot of people out. A lot of people will come out for that fight. A lot of people will come out for that fight.
But in your eyes, do you believe? And I think what would make it bigger if Mel fought the winner of Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza, get your win back, and
Right.
go fight.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. Yep. 100%.
maybe Terrence go
100%.
knock out. If Terrence can knock out, I mean, shit. If Terrence can go fight Boots, that would be crazy. But maybe if Terrence, knocked out, Keith Thurman, I think that would just a warm up fight, a stay busy fight while
Mm-hmm.
Jermell goes and does his business, collects
Mm-hmm.
the undisputed again.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So you gotta remember with Terrence Crawford, he's an all-around athlete. He's an athletic athlete. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic and everything that he's doing. He's you know what I'm saying. He's a top athlete. That means a lot. That means a lot. There's some fighters that are just boxers. That's it. They're boxers. Outside of boxing, they don't have nothing else going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and with Terrence Crawford, we see different. We see him playing football. We see him playing basketball. We see him doing other sports. You know what I'm saying? And as athletes, we know it's not easy for a boxer to step out and get in there and shoot ball. It's not easy for a boxer to step out and get in there and play football. It's a whole different makeup and mechanics and body energy and muscle and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I mean? So I give it to him.
leading up to the heavyweights, I just seen a post saying on Top Rank that the Fury and Usyk fight
Usyk,
could happen.
right?
Now, talk to me. In your eyes, what's a bigger fight, Fury and Usyk or Joshua and Wilder? Bigger fight.
I think the Joshua Wilder would create a more of a frenzy. Depending on where the fight is at, it
Yeah,
would
if it's in
definitely
the
be a
UK, Joshua does amazing numbers.
Joshua. No, even if it's over here, because the UK coming, he's a. They follow him. They follow
Yeah,
him. They
and we
they gonna
love
follow him.
Wilder.
Yeah. So if they put a Wilder and not Nelson Demar is sold out in Vegas. Thomas and Magic sold out. Tickets are high. You can put the same pay-per-view number on it, and people gonna buy it. 100%.
Mm,
100%.
mm.
100%.
Stephen Bills do Don says, Zab Zab versus Canelo's the biggest fight. Look at them.
Golf, only golf.
Golf. Yeah.
Golf, that's it. Only
The
golf.
the ratings on the golf thing would be dope. You know what I'm
For
saying?
what?
Like,
No. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all know I'm always the first guy to step out the box and do things that other athletes and boxers don't do. Zab Judah versus Canelo Álvarez. Y'all even know my concept that I have for this whole game. Oh my God, it's gonna be phenomenal. Big. Golf is one of the biggest sports that's out there. Huge. The sponsorship and the following, the everything behind it will be phenomenal.
mm.
Phenomenal.
So you guys heard it first
And
on
we got and we
Millcityboxing.
gotta have my guy Andy North call the game. He gotta call the game. Andy North is gonna call it. This is gonna be phenomenal, man. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be phenomenal.
You have any ideas upon what happens in between the holes?
What you mean?
Like, is it gonna be like a regular golf tournament, or are you guys gonna be doing like content in between? Obviously, it'll be streamed. So, I mean,
Well,
like little
as a
like
as
sporting
a
competitive talk
as
in between.
no, because as a golfer, we got to be focused on this hole to the next hole to the next hole. 18 holes of golf, you got to be focused. People don't know, if you never played golf before, you don't know the sport, you might not know the mind capacity and the brains that it takes, the patience, the anxiety that you gotta be ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? The weather, the everything plays a factor in the game of golf.
Mm.
So yes.
Right. Um, you know, let me know if you guys have any great questions on the chat before we tap out. This has been an amazing live. We definitely broke down so much into the live. Um, you did a good job, Zab. I mean, like always, you broke down as a fighter or what you've seen when it came down to Jermell, and I liked it because there's a lot of in this sport itself. We kind of like tear down the fighters like as soon as they lose, and
Yeah, do that. You can't do that, man.
and
Just because a fighter,
we're
and
not
see,
talking about the uphill battle.
just because a fighter loses a fight doesn't mean that he's a bum. Stop it, guy. I want people to stop saying that shit. Because the bum that you calling a bum, you can't beat him. You can't. You can't even walk in his shoes. You know what I'm saying? So let's not do that. Let's not be so fast. Oh, he lost the fight. He's a bum. Get out of it. No. Doesn't go like that. That's not the way it goes. Big shout
100%.
out to Jamal Charlo. Big shout out to Canelo Álvarez for putting on a hell of an event last night in Las Vegas in front of the whole world. No matter what, the world was captivated. We're waiting to see what the pay-per-view numbers come back as. I'm pretty sure. I know they're going to be high. You know what I'm
What you
saying? Because
thinking?
I'm.
Do you think it hit
It's
over
it's it's
650?
Canelo. Yeah, it's Canelo. It's Canelo. I think it does in the millions. Yeah, it's Canelo. Yeah,
Whoa!
it's Canelo. It's Canelo. It does. It does Javante Davis, Ryan Garcia numbers. Yeah.
Sheesh! I don't think so.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
But
I think it hits 758.
you see. It's Canelo.
758.
Canelo. It's Canelo. First of all, he has a country behind him. I'm
The
pretty
thing
sure if
about
this
it, they didn't. Jamel
they
didn't
ain't got
do
they ain't
anything,
gotta
any promo.
they don't gotta advertise. Canelo's fighting. Country
Mm.
stops. It's like how when Pacquiao fought in Philippines. Pacquiao's fighting tonight. It was a holiday in the Philippines. Nothing goes on. Everybody's like this on the television. You know, if you can't buy it, you get to somebody that bought it, and you like this. The whole country's watching and support, and you know what I'm saying. And Canelo has that same following with his peoples of the Mexican people, 100%. They love Canelo backwards. They're gonna watch and support everything that he does. And then the American Mexican people, the American boxing fans, the American people that loves Canelo is gonna watch it.
Mm.
Somebody
Mm.
look, somebody said 800. It's still going close to that million. I'm trying to tell you, it's still close to that million. Watch it hit over a million buys. I'm pretty sure of that. It did good last night. Watch.
Yeah, the gate it's always going to be an amazing. You
It
know,
was
maybe.
sold out last night. It was sold.
Oh,
Was it
oh
sold out
yeah,
last night?
oh yeah.
Sold out. Sold out. Sold out. Sold out.
Um, Now, for my last question, make sure you guys smash the like button. And if you had to play Al Heyman right now for Canelo Alvarez's next
Very. Wait a minute. Very hard task, but go ahead.
right his next two fights, plus you're smart enough to say I'm gonna resign Canelo for another three more fights. So we're talking 5 fights. What matchmaking skills does Zab Judah have to bring to PBC for Canelo Alvarez and the whole platform itself?
Canelo Alvarez. I think he signed up for a three. He signed for a 3-fight deal, right? Was it a
Yep. So
3-fight
one's
deal?
down. So now one's
One
out.
fight. One fight is down. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah. It's still premature to say we would go next because Canelo just coming off of that. But the Crawford fight. I mean, listen, Canelo fighting these little guys, it makes all of the world sense for Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He knows he's in a fight, a big fight. He's not worried about getting hurt. He's training very hard. As you can see, last night Canelo didn't bullshit, y'all. He trained hard. Look at his body. His body told the story. He really trained for that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely push for something astronomical. You know what I'm saying? Like, a Crawford, you know, I mean, the Crawford fight makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Why? Because of what Crawford just did with Spence. It
Hmm.
makes all the sense in the world. It makes all the sense in the world.
I,
And then the third fight, the end the fight out, Cinco de Mayo next year, you should look at David Benavidez. I would definitely do a Cinco de Mayo fight, David Benavidez versus Canelo. That's this you're gonna as a promoter and you're definitely gonna capitalize off of that.
how
That's
how do
something.
you title that fight?
Wow. First of all, the WBC is gonna make a new belt. 100%. They're gonna make a definite new belt. 100%. How do you title that? You title that fight as wow, it's a good thing. It's still premature. It's still premature. Still premature because that's astronomical. So when you're doing events like that, an astronomical thing, it takes time. It takes time. You got to get in your bubble. You got to get in your work zone and come up with great ideas and things like that. So that's just not something you just come up with like that. But it is a great fight for boxing, for the Mexican fans, for the Mexican people. Cinco de Mayo, Canelo Alvarez, and David Benavidez. Monster.
Mm. We got Ronell. Thank you for the $2. Bivol versus Better Beef or Canelo versus Better Beef?
Nope. Bivol. Bivol and Billy. That's it. That's a good fight. We gotta put some more respect on Bivol now. Yeah. Bivol's a monster. And Better Beef is a killer. these guys are this is the two time and that's light heavyweight, right? That's light
Yep.
heavyweight, right?
Yep.
Right. Now I think those guys should fight, and then the winner should go challenge the heavyweight. How about that? See, this is how you make this shit exciting and great. You know what I'm saying? B-Ball, do the same thing Canelo did. Jump up and go fight the heavyweight. Go fight Anthony Joshua. Go fight Deontay Wilder. If you want to show your skill set and your skill level in this game and where you stand at today. This is what guys are doing now today. Guys are jumping out of their comfort zone, and that's why I love Mel. That's why I love Canelo. That's why I love Crawford. That's why I love all these guys because they're jumping out of their comfort zone and putting themselves in a situation where, listen, the world don't think I could do this, but I'm gonna get it done. Look at what Haney's doing. Haney's the undisputed 135. He's jumping up. He said, I don't care about that. I'm going up there and carve something against a rugged fighter like Regis Pro. They better put some respect on Regis there. Regis is not no punk. Regis is a dog. One thing we know about Regis Prograis, he gonna be there for 12 rounds. He gonna be in your face every second of the second, every minute of the minute. Regis Prograis is gonna be in your face, and he's a 4-3 record with.
Mm.
So, but I respect Devin for stepping up to the plate and accepting the challenge. Gotta take your hat off for guys like that. Got to.
You know,
Got to.
What I respect a lot about Canelo too, Bivol, he had an opportunity to get the rematch with Canelo, but Canelo denied it because Bivol wanted to do it at 68. It goes to show you the testament of Canelo knowing that he doesn't mind being in a disadvantage just to get the titles.
Yeah.
That's big, and a lot of people don't speak
Oh,
upon.
he's listen, man. When you think about kahunos, that's the word, right? Kahunos. And
Cojones.
Canelo, nah, yeah. My boy got he paused. He got nuts. My nigga, straight up. He got heart like a lion. What's one thing about him? You cannot ain't no ducking going on with Canelo. That's one thing about him that I love about him. He ain't no ducking, ain't no sucking. His whole thing is if it makes sense, I'm in there. It's gotta make sense.
I mean, if you was in Canelo's shoes, right? You getting paid regardless. Doesn't matter what weight class. Would you, by the end of your career, challenge Bevo at a 68 to be kind of more in that advantage and to show people that hey, I've revenged my loss, and I would have revenged Mayweather, but he retired and never gave me the opportunity after. So
No, only if it makes sense. Only if it makes sense. You don't disadvantage yourself for nothing. You do not disadvantage yourself for nothing. If you disadvantage yourself, it's gotta make sense.
but
Gotta make
Canelo's
sense.
doing that. He wants to do
I
it at
know.
675.
Huh?
He wants to do it at
What?
175 for the titles.
Oh yeah, if he bring him down, yeah, of course, then it's smart. It makes sense. Yeah, you got to put some skin in the game as well. I got to put some skin in the game. I got to come up and gain weight. You got to come down, meet me in the middle. So that's perfect. That makes a lot of sense. See what I'm saying? It makes sense. He's doing fights that make sense. That's what I'm saying. You don't do things that don't make no sense. Why would Canelo go fight? I thought Canelo going to fight a heavyweight. Canelo fighting Anthony Joshua. No, no, fuck no. But 200 men on one night. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck that. Let's go.
100%, 100%. Well, man, we've been here for almost 2 hours now. It's been a great live, man. I'm pretty sure you got some things to do yourself. I appreciate your time, Zab.
I'm going to practice on the swing right quick. It's a good Sunday. I'm gonna practice on the swing. I got some golf clubs with Canelo name all over it. So anybody and everybody that's out there, tag Canelo and say we want to see you and Zab Judah in the golf tournament and
Yeah,
in the golf game. It could be 1-on-1, or it could be he could bring his three and I get my three. And we could do it like that, or just. But I think it'd be great for the sport. I think it'd be great for the sport.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, make sure
Yeah.
you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't. This is Zab Judah and Mill City Boxing's brunch show. We calling it the what now? We calling it the No Cap Brunch Show.
No cap brunch. Maybe Canelo could do something astronomical. He could play Zab Judah in an 18-hole golf game, and then the next day turn around and fight a fight. Maybe like how Roy Jones did. Remember how Roy Jones played the basketball game and then went into the fight? I think it was the same night. Maybe Canelo. I mean, 18 holes of golf, you're not gonna play the same day, but maybe you could do it one day on a Friday, Zab Judah, or maybe he do the fight, and then the next day he do the golf game the Sunday
Like
with,
right after.
right after. I think that would be big and that would be astronomical. But like I said, if we do play, guys, we're gonna do it astronomical. We're gonna do it big.
Mm, 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 mm. And before we leave, um, talk about real quick. I feel like we're not giving. We gotta be able to give Devin Haney some praises on moving up in weight and
Hmm.
challenging. Right
Hmm.
in his first fight at 140 pounds, Regis Prograis. Um,
Hmm.
is this fight a difficult fight for Devin, or is this more of a difficult fight for Regis?
It's a difficult fight for both fighters. For both fighters, you know what I'm saying? One is, you know, you know, we just, he comes, he's rugged. He got a lot of power. He's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Devin is fast, quick, sharp. You know what I'm saying? So both fighters got things that they got to worry about and prepare for, and you know what I'm saying, in order to be successful in the fight. So that's what makes it a great, exciting fight. December 9th, Oakland. December 9th, Oakland. Don't be there.
What we see that it's in a pay-per-view fight. Haney's second pay-per-view, Regis'
Mm-hmm.
first pay-per-view. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I obviously this is probably a question you might not have the answer for, but what do you think the pay-per-view numbers for a pay-per-view fight? Like, how much do you think this pay-per-view will cost?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I mean, like I said, you still got
The
a
first,
couple months.
I know his first pay-per-view was $55 for Loma.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know the number system of the business that's being put together with that. You know what I'm saying? That's Bill Haney's job. You know what I'm saying? He does a great job when it comes to Devin, and he gives Devin the best of the best always. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's going to negotiate a great deal or whatever it's going to be worth. It's going to be worth their while.
uh, do we see a lot of the Golden State players that night? Do you think
Oh, of course. You're going to see Oakland, all the Bay,
Steph
the
Curry in the building?
all the Bay players come on out, pop a collar, and let's get hypey. You know what's up. Everybody in the Bay coming out. You know what I'm saying? From music to entertainers to sports figures to politicians to everybody. Everybody's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's coming out. Oakland, baby.
Um, and that being said, like, I don't know if we spoke upon that 25% from Shakur Stevenson. That was an offer that was made. Um, do you believe Shakur ducked Devin Haney? Uh,
Fighters don't duck fighters. Not at
mm,
not at this level. I've been on Shakur since a kid. Shakur don't duck nobody.
mm,
Like I said, I told people before, when fights are not made, it's because of negotiation purposes.
mm.
Negotiation. The right deal wasn't struck. The right situation wasn't put in front of the challenger or the champion in order for them to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Certain fighters believe in if I'm gonna go in here and risk my life and put everything on the line, I gotta be compensated. And when there's not the right compensation at hand, no, we're not doing that. That don't mean I'm scared of you. It don't mean I'm scared of you. It just mean go back to the table and renegotiate.
Mm.
But
And
I think that with Devin Haney, if he comes in here and puts on an excellent show with Regis Prograis and takes the title,
went black again.
yeah.
And it was getting good, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash the like button, man. If you don't smash the like button, we're gonna be ending this live real soon. So I need to get these numbers up. We need to improve the visibility of the show.
There we go.
So you
Yeah.
were saying?
Um,
We're talking about the negotiations,
oh
and
yeah,
that
yeah. Oh yeah.
up to
Well,
the.
yeah. Fighters don't duck fighters. The reason why it don't happen is because of negotiation purposes. That's it. Devin ain't scared of nobody. Regis ain't scared of nobody. Shakur ain't scared of nobody. Tank ain't scared of nobody. Crawford ain't scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? These guys, but when it's not put in the right business form, yeah, I don't think that these guys gonna step in the ring.
So it's a situation as far as you know. Leaving a proposal to Shakur at 135, but then looking at the fight with Regis, and obviously that Devin is in the driver's seat. It just probably going to make a little bit more with Regis due to the negotiations, was probably the reason why he moved weight, or also because he had to move up in weight anyway.
Listen, the winner of this fight is definitely gonna get a big showdown with Shakur or Tank. 100%, 100%, 100%.
Shakur did say that when the last time I spoke to him, he did say that he would go up to 140 pounds for a big fight. So you do believe that? You believe that that's what that would be? As far as you think Shakur moves up to 140 pounds? Oh, he just left the room. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Smash that like button, guys. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, man. It's for free. It's free when you smash the like button. So yeah, Devin Haney moving up to 140 pounds.
Yeah, Devin Haney moving up to 140 pounds. What? He fighting Regis Prograis for the title.
Do you think he jumps into a Teofimo fight after that?
I don't know. Right now, Regis Prograis is the only thing that's on the list right now, and we're 100% focused on that fight, 100% locked and loaded and confident on the fight. You can see Devin's in heavy training right now. He's ready to go right now today. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis is in heavy training right now. He's ready to go today. So it's gonna be a phenomenal fight, and everybody tune in December 9th. We in the Bay Area. Let's go. If you can't make it, make sure you tune in and buy the pay-per-view.
December 9th, man. It's gonna be it's nice. We've been getting fight after fight every month right now.
Right, right. It's good.
2023 has been a great year, I have to say.
We're going into the Kobe number year. 24 is coming up. We're leaving the Jordan era and going to the Kobe. The Jordan era has been fire. Think about it. 23, we got some woo. We done have some fire. Going into the Kobe. Oh my, it's about to turn up.
Yeah,
Love TKO on the way too, y'all. Y'all better get ready. Love TKO is on the way.
My man Zach always got projects on the way, so make sure you guys check that out. It's Love TKO. It's coming out real soon. Finishing touches right now, and you guys are going to be having a great reality boxing TV show. And it's obviously produced by Zab Judah and his wife. So make sure you guys definitely tap in on that. I'm looking forward for that.
Shout out to the brains behind this, Miss Dee Judah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's definitely a component. Her brain works different. You know what I'm saying? I think with us together, we do a hell of a job. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to have her as my wife, happy to have her as my partner. And yeah, sky's the limit. Watch this. Love TKO on the way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Zab, this was an amazing show. Appreciate you for stopping by. To the next one, you already know. It's Millcityboxing, the Zab Judah, no cap boxing brunch show. Much love to you, my brother. We'll chop it up soon.
Later.
And make sure you guys smash the like button before leaving. Make sure you guys smash the like button before leaving. Let me know what y'all think. Was this a good show? Did you enjoy it? Was it entertaining? I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm gonna be tapping in and talking to some more people all day today. Gotta get these numbers up, and gotta bring in some more people. You know what I'm saying? Some more people. I will be talking to other people as well. Stephen Breadman, Coach Breadman will be tomorrow. I might be chopping it up with Mickey Bay maybe tonight. Just giving you guys some more people that are in the boxing industry and their thoughts on this fight that just happened last night. And to the next one, guys, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in with me. It's much love. It's Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Much love.